Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Okay, in this video, I would like to show you how we could detail up our handle. Since in the previous video, I already shown you how we finish up the modeling of this lead. Actually, this file, we have two parts. If I exit the isolate, we have a handle here, a handle body. If I isolate this handle body, we have a rough shape for the handle. This is only the rough shape. So in this video, I would like to show you how we do the detailing of our handle. So the first thing before we do the detail modeling of the handle, first thing to do is that we need to save the handle as a separate file. To do this, I go to File, Save As, and make sure we go to Save As, Copy and Continue. Then we name it Handle. Just click Yes to replace the old file. So it means I already create a separate file by the name of Handle. So this originally, this file is lead part modeling, which we have already done. So in this lead file, I need to delete the handle. To delete the handle, so I go to Insert Features, then we go for Delete Keep Body. So select the handle, then I go for Delete. So it means that this file focus on our lead. So we don't have no more the handle body. If you go up here, so we only have one body, which is the lead. Okay, and for this file, I save it. I just click Save As, save the file, since the file is lead. Alright, then I open the handle itself. Okay, this is our handle file. Okay, under handle file here, then I will do the detailing of the handle. Okay, the first thing for this handle, for the handle, I need to isolate it. Let me isolate the handle. I already make a sketch for the handle. The dimension, if you look from the top view of the handle, we have also, if you look of the photo of the handle, hold on. Okay, the handle, we have kind of like a cutting here. We have a we need to offset it by a distance of 4. So then we'll do a cut through, extruded cut through all. So if you look in this I already sketched the dimension. Yeah, so the thickness is 4 millimeters. So in Solidworks, I can, since the bottom of the handle is a flat plane, then I create a sketch at that plane. So what I will do, I will select these edges and hold on my control key and select also these edges, and I convert it to entities. Then I will do an offset of 4. So I select these edges, make sure selection is on. If selection is not on, it only detect one edge. So make sure the selection is on, and also the reverse direction. Then we click OK, and also make sure that the outer edge just now we convert it back to construction geometry. So we have this portion, this region, to be extruded cut through all. Then I go to Features, Extruded Cut, and make sure the direction is above, and we go for through all. So we have the cutting for the handle. Alright, next will be, we will fillet it, these edges by 5 millimeters. So I will do fillet by the radius of 5. radius of 5, and I select these two edges. Then we click OK. So this will be our rough shape of, hold on, let me go to proper view. So this will be the rough shape of our handle. Okay, then I exit isolate. So we have this lid and also the handle. Then let's go for section view. If you go for section view, so the handle, we have a cut through holes here. If you look in this photo, they have a features here where we have cut through holes, and the handle have the hollow shaft inside. To do this, so in Solidworks, okay, I need to know the measurement, since we have a kind like a protruded cylinder from this handle. So I need to know the measurement, so I can go to evaluate. I can measure the length of this one. The length stated that it is 1.25, and also these edges, the length is about hold on, this one edge here is the length is 0.75. If I clear it, if the length here is 1.25, so because we know that the total thickness is 2 millimeter. So what I will do, since the length here is 1.25, so one thing I need to on, because I need to create a protruded cylinder to the handle. I need to know where is the position of this. So it means that if I click at these holes here, if you look in our features manager, the hole we have a sketch where we do the circle previously. I need to on this circle, so I know the position where I will create a center line of the handle. Okay, then I will isolate the handle. So I know the position where I can draw the center line. Alright, so this will be on front plane. Okay, in front plane, I will create a sketch. Front plane, I will create a sketch. So I will draw the center line, just drag down like this, and make sure that it's snapped at the center of the circle, and I just simply drag at any length here. Alright, then I will draw another center line from here, from this endpoint here to this endpoint there. And the distance of this is 1.25. It's 1.25. The idea for me of creating this center line is for me to create a normal plane. A normal plane. If I exit the sketch, so what I can do, what I can do is that I can, if you look, we have a line, another extra line here, 1.25 from there. So this 1.25, I will do a plane. To do plane, we go to features, reference geometry, plane, then I click at this line and this endpoint. So I have a plane there. So actually plane, we can resize the plane. We can resize the plane. And I will do, if I do sketch, so I will create, if you look in this my dimensioning, we have kind of a protruded cylinder by the diameter of 7, and so I will do a circle at the center point and give a diameter of 7. Alright, and this circle will be extruded. Make sure the direction is reverse, and the direction is reverse. Then we go to up to, you can use up to body, and we click this body and stop until that position. So we have, okay, if I uncheck the section view, so we have a protruded cylinder. Alright, Alright, next move is that we will create, since we have features here. The features here is, if you look in this photo, we have features extended object, these features. It's kind of like it's a box, roughly it's a box shape. The distance I already measured for that features. If you look from this plane that we have just created to that, the length is 14. So I will create another plane. So I will create, so I use a reference geometry plane. So I will use this plane as my first reference, and the distance is 14. But we go to flip offset to go to that direction. So we have the position where we will create this box shape. All right. Okay, I already create this plane, plane 19 here. So I will create a sketch. I can go to the other direction. So it's okay if you don't go for normal view. As long as I are now in the plane, I simply create a center point right angle and somewhere around here. And the dimension, if you look in this image of the sketch, the width is 10 by 10. The width of the object is 10 by 10. So I will give a dimension of 10, and the length is also 10. Okay, for us to position this box to this as at the origin, so simply we click at the center point of the box, and we hold down your control key, and we select this center line and go to pierce. So it will position the box directly to the center. Okay, this box will be extruded toward this handle surface. Okay, we go to features, then I go to extruded boss. Okay, this is very important. You have to take note on this. Okay, to do this, I will not merge this object to the handle, because there is a reason. I uncheck the merge result, and I will use up to surface, so it will extrude to the surface, but I uncheck the merge result because I need to make it as a separate body. The reason for me, okay, if I click OK, so we have 3 body. If you look above here, we have 3 solid bodies. One is the lid that we just hide, and the one is the first our handle, and we have a separate body of this portion. Okay, the reason for me to do this as separate bodies, because if we look in this sketch, they have kind of hollow here, hollow shape, and we have kind of hollow shape because we need to put we have a hollow here, a holes at the bottom, so we can put through the rope. So the handle is attached to the rope, where the rope is pulling the coil. All right. Okay, so I have this separate body here. So let me exit isolate. Then I select this object and I isolate it. So, okay, this object, one thing I need to fillet it first. I go to fillet, and the radius of the fillet is 5. I select these edges, and I select that edges. So we have kind of like a rounded shape. Okay. Next thing is that we need to, our next move, if we need to, because we have a hole here and also a hole here, we have to make this thing as a hollow. We need to shell it. So then what I do, I will shell by the thickness, since I already stated here, the thickness is, this is not actually 2 millimeter, the thickness is 1 millimeter. So I will do thickness of 1. So I will select this surface and this surface to be shell of 1 millimeter. So we get this kind of portion. Okay, this kind of portion. Then I will exit this isolate. So I have, then I will select the handle and also this object. Then I will isolate it again. So we have something like this. Okay, we have uh, uh, so this object is still separate body, so we need to combine it. We got to merge it to become as one solid object. So what I will do is insert features. I will do combine, and combine here where we can do add, subtract, and command. Okay, our purpose is we need to add. Add means we combine this object to this object. So I make sure add is on. Do not use subtract. Check the add. So you select both solid body to be combined as one object. So if we drag up here, so our solid body is combined one. The hidden one is the lead, and this one, the combined, it means the handle. So the handle is combined with this block. Alright, this block is actually where we will mount, the rope will pass through here, the pulling rope, and it will pass through the, okay, we still need to make an extruded cut hole here. Okay, to make that extruded cut hole, so I will do this sketch. Okay, let me select this face, and I will do a sketch. Since this diameter is 7, so the thickness is 1, so I will do a circle of, at this center point, I will do diameter of 5. Okay, diameter of 5. So I will do features, extruded cut. Make sure that the length of the extruded is, do not put it too much, so it will create a hole here. Put a distance as long it just pass through the thickness of this handle. So up about 10 units, then you click OK. Then we have our handle. Alright, the last thing for handle, we need to fillet certain portion. So what I need to do is I create a fillet by radius of 1, and select all the proper edges to be filleted. Okay, I select this edge as well, and this edge as well, and also the bottom edge, and also this edge. The radius of our fillet is 1. I think, yeah, we have fillet all the proper edge of 1 millimeter radius. So I have I think, okay, let me exit isolate. So we have the handle and we have the lead. Alright, just check in the section view, and yeah, okay, the handle, this is the handle, and the handle pass through this whole of this lead of this modeling. Alright, let me go back to normal view. Then, okay, before we save, because this file is a handle file, it's not lead modeling, we already create a separate file as I mentioned in the early in of this video. So the last thing, because this is a handle file, what we need to do, we go to insert, we need to delete the lead features, then we go for delete body, and we select the lead and we click OK. So this will be our handle. Okay, I think that's all for handle modeling. Alright, inshallah in the next video I will show you how we do another component, which is the middle plate of the mini blender. Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.